You're welcome. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome?
Hey, look, Ashley, you're in the movie.
I can't figure out whether that's supposed to be an insult or not.
You did see the thing I posted to my Facebook page, statement from the producer of the series. To all supporters of the Swan Princess, regardless of your opinion of the brand. I sincerely doubt it was directly, but the producer called us out.
That's so funny.
Well, it could be value. In Star Wars, spice is a drug. This might get demonetized for not being family friendly because we mentioned a drug.
Oh no, just like our first review was demonetized for...
Who
I
knows?
don't know.
For the record, that subsided, by the way.
Good.
So we're back in business on that.
You know what? I think spice is also a drug in Dune.
Spice must just be a good word for drug in science fiction
I guess
in general.
so.
We open on a guy with a fake hand sabotaging a dam.
Oh no, I said damn. We're gonna get demonetized.
No! Derek and Odette travel to the damn town. We gotta make Derek look good. To remind you that he's the hero, because you might have forgotten.
I've forgotten already.
What were we talking about? Why are we here in this dark garage?
And what is this? What
Maybe we should
even
watch
is
it.
this?
He must know that he and Hubert are old and stagnant by this point. He's having to live vicariously by building another ship.
I mean, you can't blame him entirely. I mean, here we are in our mid-20s, so enraptured in the lives of all sorts of fictional children across fictional media and whether they end up together.
It's true.
Shipping is a natural human instinct.
It is.
To ship is to breathe.
I agree.
Except Reylo. I follow the Star Wars tag on Tumblr. That's half of what I see.
I'm sure.
And the worst part is I'm almost seeing enough of it that I'm starting to question, like, wait, could that be what they're leading into?
I hope not.
I certainly hope not.
Oh my gosh. And the Reylo shippers, they're just like so like desperate. They'll cling to anything. Like the post that was getting passed around like most recently, because I don't follow that. I try to stay away from that as hard as possible, but somehow it sneaks onto my feed. They were on this like craze of comparing Reylo to Snow White, because there's the scene where she flies in the pod, and you know there's the glass in front of her, and she looks up at him through the glass, and he looks down at her, and they're like, oh, it's like Snow White in the glass coffin. And I'm like, yeah, if the prince pulled Snow White out of the glass coffin, put her in handcuffs, and brought her before a tyrannical overlord, it's just like Snow White. And then they were all linking to this one post, and that's all they had was that one scene of them looking at each other through the glass. And I'm like, do you have any idea how much of a common aesthetic and how much of a common trope that is?
James Rolfe once said about the original Star Wars how it was basically a fantasy hodgepodge of all the great myths and fairy tales and whatnot. Like, you could consider 3PO to be the Tin Man and Chewbacca to be the Cowardly Lion. All sorts of myth, legends, and fairy tales crammed into one thing, and you set it in space, and voila, you've got a Star Wars for the ages. Maybe there's a visual callback to Snow White. If that was their intention, okay, fine, but like as an Easter egg.
Yeah, for sure. It's not, no, it doesn't have any deeper metaphorical meaning. I'm 100% positive. And it's not just like Snow White that they compare it to. They compare it to Beauty and the Beast, and they compare it to Sleeping Beauty, and they compare it to Pride and Prejudice. They compare it to Zutara, and I'm like, get out of here!
To be fair, I saw one where they said, if Ben Solo doesn't get redeemed, then what ultimately was the point? What was the great meaning that the story was trying to build to? And honestly, that's the only one that made me think, well, maybe, but I'd be satisfied if it was just about the individual journeys these characters have made in these movies and these other cool moments that we've gotten.
Yeah, why should he need to be redeemed? I don't even think, in the sense of what he did that was good versus the things he did bad before that, I wouldn't even say that Darth Vader got like a full redemption arc. I mean, he died doing like the first good thing he'd done in like decades, to save his son, who he still loved. But does that really erase all of the stuff he did beforehand?
No, not particularly.
No,
Although I guess someone gave him a crash course on becoming one with the Force because he pretty quickly got to be a Force ghost after that.
Do you really come back after, like, you've killed, like, innocent people without caring and, like, killed your father and tried to kill your uncle?
In a way, I almost think it's a little hokey for the idea that just because Vader was his father, for that to mean anything to Luke. Apart from being related by blood, they had no personal connection with each other.
No.
So, I don't know. Anyway. Thank you for joining us for our tangent.
If you want to know our full thoughts on Reylo, we will be having an after hours drunk special. One of us will be drunk. One of us will pretend to be drunk.
I don't even know if you could get me to drink. I don't like alcohol enough to drink that much of it.
We'll eat a tub of ice cream to talk about Reylo.
Make it a drinking game with, like, Jell-O shots. I can do Jell-O shots. Anyway. Bloopers are going to get demonetized too. We're talking about alcohol.
Uh-oh. Dun dun dun.
He's definitely the villain, or the story is trying really hard to go out of its way to prove that he's not.
That didn't sound right.
You have seen him without his hat.
You know who we haven't seen without his hat?
Yes, we have. We've done times where I'm not wearing a hat.
Oh,
Gasp.
darn.
It's hair.
Disappointing.
Just watch. We're going to do a special episode where my glasses come off and it's like, it's just eyes back there? Well, what did you expect?
Something better.
Another pair of sunglasses.
They were expecting you to have like a third eye, like Garnet from Steven Universe.
Yeah, but then I would need a visor that would cover that third
That's true.
eye. Unless it was on the bridge of my nose and just really, really tiny.
Yeah, or if you had like two eyes, like right counter corner to each.
I don't even know how that would work.
It wouldn't. Even the best technology can't describe. Even the best technology just can't I said describe again. Even the best technology can't. I keep tripping on that word. Disguise. Why is it so hard to say? Even the best technology can't.
Oh my goodness.
Seriously, I get to where I'm supposed to say it and I can't think of the word. Disguise.
Okay.
Disguise. Even the best technology
Okay, let's just mess up a different word now, shall we?
This plan is about as solid as the ocean surrounding them.
And the ocean is a liquid, which is a completely different state of matter than solid, so, like, not at all solid.
In fact, I'm not even sure what state of matter the water in this franchise is supposed to be now. It's not really solid, not really liquid, kind of more like a viscous plasma.
Or a frosty. You remember those commercials? It's a sockwood.
I'm gonna go put on some more lip gloss just for continuity.
Some more what now?
Lip gloss.
Oh, okay. Although I promise you my camera is not quite that high definition.
What?
No.
I just don't want to be like Keira Knightley in the first Pirates where her lipstick is constantly changing colors. Hoist anchor! This ship is about ready to cast off.
Okay.
Sorry. Hoist anchor! This ship is about ready to cast off, mateys.
What's with that accent? This isn't the pirate movie we're reviewing.
The Naval Dictionary is a bountiful resource. Now I wish we had one.
I mean, there's always the internet. In the next episode, if we're still talking, or maybe the 9th movie might be more appropriate because Elise is being courted by a Chinese prince, and Lucas gets jealous, probably. Also, they're teenagers by this point.
Stupid.
Yeah. So, we'll bring the Naval Dictionary out for that.
Stupid.
Yes, I know.
Stupid.
I know.
It's stupid.
I know it's stupid. I know, Ashley.
Stupid. It's
I was there for all of them.
It's so stupid.
Okay.
Alpernian kids between Alpernian kids.
The kingdom of Alpernia.
I'm pretty sure that's where the Chinese prince is from.
Are you sure he's not from the kingdom of China?
But we can't have actual China in this movie. That would be cultural appropriation.
Disney did Mulan.
Yeah, but that was actually based on a real Chinese historical figure.
That wasn't your cue. And also, you're sitting over here, remember?
Yeah,
So it's gotta slide in that way. That's the end of that until we gotta do the next one. But that won't be for a good long while, I imagine. Like 3 seconds ago. That was pretty brutal, but at least that's the end of it until we... Okay.
That one was my favorite.
Yeah, that's the one we're
I'm sure.
using.
Okay.